We'll talk to you a bit about Manika Batra and her style there, Fraser. Well, you're seeing it already, aren't you? That's the Manika Batra style. Tell us a bit about it.
Long pimples on the backhand side and inverted rubbers on the forehand side. The Indian trademark, really. She was influenced by one of our co-commentators, Neha Agarwal, the first ever Indian woman to play in Olympic singles, Beijing 2008. But it is very hard as a player as tall as Batra to get to this level, so it's amazing what she's achieved.
Apart from the long pips, what is she looking to do? Tell us a bit more about that.
Disturb the rhythm constantly, and it's called anti-spin. If you topspin into that side and she can block it back, come down on the ball, it'll turn into heavy backspin. So you've got to be mindful if you're Wang Manyu here, when and where you invest speed and spin.
So. You can see it right here, can't you?
That was impeccable from Wang Manyu. I mean, Batra played a brilliant point as well. As soon as it went into the more, typical rally that you see between two players, Wang Manyu was prepared.
It's a lot of blocking, sometimes a bit of chopping. It's taking the pace off, some fanning shots as well. It's a lot of patience required to play that, isn't it?
It is. You've got to be passive, actually, at certain times. But still with quality. Because Batra can come in and swoop over it. She's really improved her forehand and fitness, so you have to be wary.
1-5.
Well, Wang Manyu's been handling it pretty well. The only point that Batra's got so far is off a mistake from Wang Manyu. Is it sometimes a bit like playing a defensive player, chopper, that it's the other players becomes his or her own worst enemy in terms of patience?
Kind of, yeah. They can make you make the mistake.
Right.
Sometimes just by being there. But not in terms of distance from the table. Batra stays close.
Very close, yeah. It's frustration on your end sometimes, right? Impatience.
Yeah.
Stayed in the rally for as long as she could there.
You know what, Batra's playing very well here, Shazad, which really goes to show what heat Wang Manyu's bringing.
She's handled it very, very well. Not having any real problems so far. Ironically, it was a bit more pace there from Batra that got to the point.
Well, it was off a longer serve that she managed to identify. Wang Manyu will be trying to pin the crossover, especially after Batra has played a forehand spin. She tries to protect it with the middle, the backhand, Batra, but hard to do again.
Oh, lovely. Very nice. Now, these two only played last month in the World Cup that we talked about earlier. Wang Manyu won that 4-0. In fact, she's only ever conceded 2 games to Manika Batra. They met earlier this year as well in the team championships. Wang Manyu was the only player in Team China to not lose a match. Oh, brilliant there. She's just gaining in confidence, isn't she?
That was awesome. Off the half long. She twiddles. See that there? To get the rubber that she usually uses for the forehand on the backhand side and blocks it against Wang Manyu's body momentum. She used the peripheral vision there. That was really, really intelligent from Batra.
She had Wang Manyu in a bit of trouble earlier, but the Chinese player battled well.
For Wang Manyu to be bringing out the Cholets in game number 1, you know, goes to show how well Batra is playing here.
9-4.
Reasserting control now. Wang Wenyu.
And for a second smash title.
Let 9-4. Five, 9.
One of the differences between Batra and Akula is Akula will pivot to play the forehand from the backhand side a bit more often, which is something Batra can't do as much because she's taller. It'll take her longer to recover. She's got a naturally higher centre of gravity.
Well, I'm sure table tennis aficionados will remember the scare that India gave to China, the opening tie of the Women's World Team Championships just a couple months ago. Suning Shah lost, Wang Yidi lost. 5 game points here.
10-6.
Save. I mean, it's a much better scoreline than what it looked earlier on. She's battled well here, Batra. She took a game off Wang Wenyu, by the way, at the World Team Champs. Manika Batra won it 15-13.
11-6.
But Wang Wenyu comes through in the end.
I mean, it's going to be exhausting for Wang Manyu to play as she just played.
One
She also got that
love.
attacking streak in there, hasn't she? Manika Batra, she can flip it.
She can flip it. That one right down the line. All Wang Manyu could hit was air. There's the full commitment.
Yeah.
As soon as she pushed along there, she pivoted.
Coach Kirill there. I think he supports Real Madrid, don't know. Just got that impression.
Top graduate from the School of Obvious, you, mate.
It's actually bit of sarcasm, but never mind.
Love 3.
Well, this is excellent. I mean, we often say, why don't players just return it slower to the Chinese? Because they know, or they want that pace coming back at them. And we're having it here, aren't we?
You've got to create some kind of like juxtaposition against them to throw them off. That's the whole philosophy behind the pimples. You know, how this style came into existence. Especially long pimples, right? I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of Chinese legends in the heyday with short pips on the forehand, slapping the ball close to the table. Do you know what there is as well, Shazad? There's a bit of stigma towards long pimples.
Yeah.
People think of it as a nuisance. You kind of think of it as a bit more of a dirty style.
Why is that? Why?
Because it's so uncommon and you don't need that much body into the shot when you play it. It's associated as a kind of cheat code. But not a lot of fans kind of understand how difficult it is to play at Batra's level using it.
So they feel what, it's almost too easy? Is that what you're saying?
Some fans out there will.
Wow.
It's like, oh, I'm not going to play a pimple player. Like, there's an entitlement as an out-and-out attacking player to beat
Is
a
it
pimple
almost like
player.
looking down on a long?
Yeah, there is a bit of it.
Yeah.
There is.
Well, let's see them get 6 points off Wang Wenyu.
Exactly.
Three, 4.
Look, she's not let Wang Wenyu get in front here. I mean, she had a great start with Manika Batra. But Wang Wenyu's had to battle here.
Oh, nice placement.
I mean, it's clearly becoming a little bit of a problem for Team China. We've mentioned the World Champs, we mentioned Singapore Smash.
Well,
Now here,
it fits into the box of being outside the box,
right?
doesn't it? So
no,
it's
absolutely right. I reckon right now, if you're a long pitch player in China, you might be in demand for a bit of sparring. That sooner, if this continues, this trend, they're going to want to counter this at home and face more of it just as they get used to it, right? That's just how China operate.
5-4.
But it is a stylistic limitation in a
Yeah.
sense because of the distance that you have to be to the table. Obviously, if you're playing against a hard hitter, being too close to the table
Tough.
means you've got even less
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah.
you've got to use the long pips aggressively if you are looking to play with this style at a high level.
But would you say that
5,
Monica
6.
Batra mixes an attack that maybe you're not seeing as much from a, say, Shuja Akula or not?
No, Akula brings into the attacks a lot.
But as like this, the way she
Yeah.
comes as close in?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let 5, 6.
Well, it's another name as well, Aika Mukherjee, who beats Sun Ying-sha stunningly. Also long pips player. But I think with less of the attack.
5.
Even less. But I'll tell you what Batra is doing in this match. She's really doing well at pinning Wang Manyu backhand to backhand until a push comes and then pivoting. This is the area of engagement that Batra has to continue to entertain here. 'Cause if she goes down the line into the forehand of Wang Manyu, it'll be too easy for Wang Manyu to either go against the momentum or wide cross table. She has to keep going backhand to backhand until she gets the ball she can attack Batra.
8, 5.
That's a 3-point lead here, Monica Batra. Well, well. Kirill certainly enjoying this. Wow. Wang Manyu is struggling a little now. Very encouraging.
Let 8, 5. 5, 9.
Working well. 6 of the last 8 have gone to Monica Batra. So far today, all we've seen is very one-sided matches. And this one is turning on its head, perhaps, here. What, Monica Batra, 2 away from taking a game.
5,
Now
10.
she's got 5 game points. Wow.
Exceptional.
Remember, on only 2 occasions has she taken a game of Wang Manyu in 5 matches. Wang Manyu has lost this.
Game
Monica Batra.
Batra.
She needs to try and return to that.
Last 1.
Pushing into the backhand of Wang Manyu, and Wang Manyu is getting a little bit hesitant to spin because if she does, she knows there's going to be more backspin coming
Coming back at her, right.
And that is what Batra is working at and coming in with the attack so early.
I never thought I'd have to ask you this, but
Slaps it.
what does Wang Manyu need to do to get control back of this match?
Well, winning a point would be all right after the last 8. I mean,
It's true. 8 in a row for Monica Batra. Yeah, point would be nice, wouldn't it? But what does she have to do? What does she need to do?
2, 1.
Let's start.
do you know what? It honestly feels now like an uphill battle tactically for Wang Manyu for me. Twiddle attempt from Batra. I think Wang Manyu has to engage more into the forehand of Monica. Because again, going into the backhand, Batra is stepping in that corner and playing the forehand at great consistency. Wang Manyu is more accustomed to inverted rubber. She can outmatch Batra forehand to forehand. If I was her, I'd keep pinning her to the forehand side, Shazad. It's almost like Wang Manyu saying, surely Batra, you can't keep this up. But she is, so
She
Wang
is.
Manyu has to change something.
Yeah, you always talk about sustainability when a lower-ranked player is doing something great. It's whether he or she can continue doing it, and at the moment she is. By the way, Wang Manyu's record against non-Chinese players is a whopping 95%.
5,
That is nuts. And to show you how dominant the Chinese are, he said, you know, Batra's win rate against Chinese was 13. Against non-Chinese, it's 61. So that shows you the step up that it takes to even get to the brink of what Batra isn't that far away from here.
Oh, this is truly impressive, by the way.
5-2.
She saved Team China against India at the Worlds. Can she save herself here at the Saudi Smash?
Yeah, I mean...
2-6.
You know what? When things are going your way, even the ball falls the way you would need it to. It's a bit early to talk about upsets, but 9% of her matches, Wang Wenyu, she lost to someone ranked lower than her. 9%. This just doesn't happen very often. We may see her to lose to other Chinese players, or Sun Ying-sha. We cannot state enough just how impressive this is right now, right?
It's mind-blowing. She's really treating the pressure as a privilege here, Batra. She's rising to the challenge. I mean, look, Shazad, we could have already had 2 Chinese out in the women's side. Pavard had a match point on Wang Yidi yesterday.
Yeah,
Chen Chen Yi was 2-0 down to Nisha Lian. It's those kind of results that can scare the collective colony.
Yeah, I mean, there would have been a little bit of panic yesterday. That's a bit more like the Wang Wenyu we know, but she has a lot to do here. It's a twiddle. Well, it was an awkward one for her. She's still in a commanding position, Manika Batra. Can she go 2-1 up?
Well, it's the game that you'd have to call a timeout in if Wang Wenyu got a couple of points now for me. This would be the nip in the bud moment if Wang Wenyu got another couple.
4-9.
Is that getting to her? Is it? Wang Wenyu, it's a serve she would be very disappointed in. Now, is she going to have a timeout? No, I thought she's looked up for a second. No. Too late, isn't it?
Too late, Shazad, yeah.
She was looking good in that rally, Manika Batra. It's just not coming on to Wang Wenyu the way she's so used to spending hours and hours of training like that. Five game points for Manika Batra to take the lead in this match.
Remember where you were. Tell your friends. The golden girl of India, Manika Batra. 5 game points.
She had a moment in that rally, Batra, to finish it off. Wang Wenyu saves the game point.
Look at the face on Ma Lin there. It's like a bulldog chewing a wasp. He is not a happy bunny.
Yeah, because Wang Wenyu's definitely been stung here. And it's looking very, very difficult for her in this game.
Wow, what a reach!
Two now, 2 in a row. Still got 3 game points. Batra's position is still good.
It's almost comical that she got that back and then missed the next one, because
Which was a bit easier one.
a lot easier than the reach, but Wang Wenyu's doing a very good job of delaying matters here.
It's gone her way again. Manika Batra, she is not going to care. They take 3,000 points off. There's an internal system as well in China, so to lose to non-Chinese. Manika Batra, I thought she was going to win that.
Well, she managed to get Wang Wenyu out to the wide forehand after the middle, but what a reach from Wang.
Coach thought she'd want to. Now, he was saying long, short, long, short. Tell us a bit more about
Varying the depths, yep. Trying to test it in and out footwork of Wang Wenyu, who looks a little bit more distant from the table here.
Do you think she should be closer?
No,
Is that about right?
this is good. Her issues start when she plays too close, Wang Wenyu. To give herself more time and space to play these bigger shots.
But this is more reminiscent of Wang Wenyu from the first game, where she started ever so well and then went into a shell. 6 of the last 8 have gone her way.
Is this an increase in quality from Wang, or is it Batra beginning to think a little bit about the finish line? Do you know what she's at? I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of both.
Knowing that if I win this game, I've actually beaten Wang Wenyu.
Just sunk the second seed out of the smash.
You're right.
Oh, 1-4.
Brilliant. Brilliant shot from Manika Batra. By the way, there's quite a drop-off from Wang Wenyu in 4th games of a best of 5, which is what we're in at the moment, because she dips to just winning 63% of 4th games. Now, that doesn't sound bad, but when you look at her other percentages, 75% of first games she wins, 76% she wins of second and third games, Wang Wenyu. But it sinks to 63% in the 4th game. Mind you, she is up 4-2 here. Batra is closing in. Reminder today, the biggest story we've had so far
Time
was
out.
Norshad Alamian beating Liang Jingkun. She is matching her, and then some. Manika Batra has drawn level.
This is a moment you'll be telling your grandkids about if she pull this off. My word.
Now, can she move in front? But she desperately needed that Wang Wenyu, because Manika Batra won the last 4 in a row. Now, Batra hasn't, if I'm not mistaken, taken a timeout yet, so that could be handy. Could be handy in this.
We often make speculations in, as an objective way as possible, but it's about what the players can feel in their opponent. It's about sensing them, knowing them.
Everything's been sent back, and sent back by Manika Batra softly, deftly.
And the ball is coming back just absolutely butchered there. It just bites off the rubber of Wang Wenyu. She just has to open it and let it do its thing. But still it goes into the net. I mean, it's fizzing off the long pimples.
Manika Batra is in front for the first time in this game. She's won 6 of the last 7 points. Oh, this is now looking very, very good for Manika Batra.
Holy moly, well, I'll tell you what, Shazad. If you were Chong Meng in this situation, what would you be thinking? The defending champion with no guarantee entry card into Olympic singles. This would help her in a way, wouldn't it?
You think that now she's looking at this and going, thinking, wow, I've got a shot going back to the Olympics.
Batra won this. Who would? You can't ignore it. We're that close to it.
Yeah, that's actually a fair point. You're right. Well, this is outstanding from Batra. I tell you what, the tension is building. Coach Kirill standing at 7 of the last 8. Four love down, Manika Batra was in this game. It was absolutely essential for Wang Wenyu to win it. Manika Batra will be thinking, look, I have to try and finish it here. Can't go to a 5th.
And all the times you've been so close to a win like this before, does that haunt you?
Wow, this is Wang Wenyu showing that Chinese steel.
One of the finest products off of their conveyor belt of class.
8-all now. Well, she's had to dig very deep here. She's now in front. Wow. More twists in this tail.
What's that, 4 in a row now she's had? That is
I think so, yeah.
so
That's right, it was
good.
5-8, yeah. Coach Kirill there just telling Manika Batra, chill, relax, relax. Oh, this has been brilliant. Wenyu has now got 2 game points.
How has she pulled this through?
She was under serious pressure here. It's always, we talk about how the Chinese finish games off when it really matters the most. 2 game points. Can Manika Batra save those? Oh, brilliant there. Backhand down the line from Manika Batra.
And the reaction there was as though to say, where was that?
Yeah.
It's funny how much better a lot of players play when they're down, but it's just about forgetting that scoreboard.
Ooh.
And how can you?
Still another game point to save for Manika Batra. Stay in this 3rd game and try to win it herself. She has done it there, 10-all. Oh, goodness, this has swung at least 3 times, 4 times now, because it was a 4-love for Wang Wenyu, then a storming comeback from Manika Batra, a fight back here from Wang Wenyu to set up game points, and then Manika Batra saved them again. Amazing.
Endless opportunities, possibilities here in the Infinity Arena.
She's got the momentum at the moment, Manika Batra, and she sets up a match point.
A hat-trick, and she's pulled the bunny out of it here, Batra.
Well, this is pure magic from the Indian paddler. Now, can she finish it off? This is a huge story. Can Wang Wenyu do it again? Get herself out of trouble. Oh, what a win here, Manika Batra. Look at that emotion and what it means to her. Her coach can't believe it.
The jingling Indian, the golden girl.